I think I have a new nickname for Maui.
Wowie.
How'd you know?
All right, it's exciting. Here we go. The road to Hana. Let's do this.
Let's do this!
Just past the 0-mile marker. There are about 620 curves on this road.
620 curves. You ready for this?
Yep, road to Hana, here we go.
Today we are driving the road to Hana, which we're super excited about because this is something I've heard growing up. You've gotta do the road to Hana. Even I think before I knew like what island the road to Hana was on, I heard about this. So here we are in Maui doing the road to Hana and looking forward to a long day, but a good day.
And it's beautiful and definitely living up to its reputation of a lot of switchbacks and one-lane bridges.
We just passed our first bridge of 59 bridges, and 46 of those are one-way bridges on this road. It's not that long of a road. It's like a few hours, so it's gonna be fun to do these curves. Thanks to our great driver here.
We're already getting dizzy.
There are so many hidden waterfalls on the road to Hana, so it's tough to know which ones to stop at. I read that this app is really helpful. It's called the Gypsy Guide. It tells you the stops along the way, and so we did research online, wrote down our favorite spots, and then this guy will give us like recommendations of other spots where to pull in, and he said on the way back he'll give us stories. So
and it's where you're at, like it just kicks in based on your location.
Yeah, as you drive.
Normally I'm not too impressed with guided apps, but this one so far has been pretty amazing.
This is Honomanu Bay, and it's characterized by its black sand and pebbles.
Keep an eye on the prize.
It's a little windy.
We got the rainforest.
And
we got the
ocean.
We haven't done the whole road to Hana yet, but this has got to be one of the best views.
The thing that makes this view really great is you can't really see the rocky coast as well, but you can see out to the ocean, and then on this side you see the mountains.
Well, that might have been the best view of the road to Hana, but we are only halfway. And the real issue right now is that I have to pee, and I don't know what you're supposed to do. I did some research on the road to Hana. I didn't think to research where the bathrooms are.
We're halfway to Hana, so you know what that means. It's a requirement to sing, "Whoa, we're halfway there, whoa."
This is the right alongside the road type of waterfall we are going to be seeing a lot of today.
I think this is the one that we looked up that we said we wanted to stop at. This is our first stop for a first major waterfall, and we're making a note on our way back to stop and head on down to it, if we have time. We're marking the spots because we're not going the whole way around, so we're marking different spots on the map to stop back at on the way back out. Only problem is it's probably going to be dark on our way back out.
In our Airbnb I found this fruit by the foot, and it's bringing me back to like days of growing up and eating fruit by the foot.
It's all snacks, I would say, are all in how they're packaged and delivered. Because if this was just a rolled up chewy ball, not taste that good. Make it thin and make it like you gotta roll it out, fruit by the foot. It's pretty fun.
We're getting some rain. Rain is a good thing.
The good thing about rain, besides that makes corn, which makes whiskey, is that there's so many different microclimates that hopefully, eventually, will get out of the rain. How often is that both ways have yield signs that say yield to oncoming traffic?
In just a few minutes from now, we're going to come to a row of roadside stands.
I love that there's lots of little roadside stands because my grandparents had a fruit and flower business when I was growing up, and sometimes I'd work at little roadside stands, so hopefully we'll get to stop at one of those along the way.
Speaks to your heart. We are on Black Sand Beach.
This is so like Maui-esque, like the beautiful blue water, the lush green trees, and the black sand beaches. It's interesting thinking about the lava flowing through here, and it created all these rock formations, but we are in the splash zone for the waves that are crashing up against the rock. So far we have an unidentified overlook location that we loved and this black sand beach. It's been a beautiful day and we are still only about 3/4 of the way to Hana, and then we're gonna go a little bit past that for the bamboo hike before we come back. We kept hearing about the lava tubes and we almost missed them. You're right on the beach. And here's the lava tube.
Climbing in.
Imagine hot, red, molten lava coming through right now. Holy cow, this is big.
Climbing out. I made it. A good thing that we learned is that when you visit Black Sand Beach, there are some bathrooms there. So, Em was very, very happy.
We made it to Hana! This is Hana, and this is a beautiful place. If you lived right here overlooking that ocean. This is Hana!
I'm sure you now understand what I meant when I explained how the road to Hana is about the journey and not about the destination.
The beach that you want to be at. It's right after Hana, and there's a couple people here, but you got kind of a nice cool little cove vibe thing going on.
We're following this app and we're following a few other cars, and how many of us are all using the same app is the real question.
I'm pretty sure.
Because this wasn't like on the online list of things I had read, but he's like, oh, turn off here for one of the best beaches on the west side of Maui, and all the cars turned. I'm pretty impressed with Hana. I didn't realize that there was all kinds of green mountains on this side of the island too. For some reason I just pictured it to be like either beachy or kind of dry, because people say on the other side of Hana I guess to be kind of like a desert more type feel, but here in Hana it is beautiful, lush green.
I'm sure a lot of people would live here, except you have to go every time you want to basically go anywhere to go through that windy road.
This is like Jurassic Park. Waterfalls everywhere you look, green lushness everywhere you look.
Unfortunately, when we head back, it's going to be a little more like Jurassic Dark.
We are now on a county road, and it is not as well kept as the other road. A little more bumpy.
The other road was amazing for how traveled and how windy it is. It was like perfectly smooth. I'd expect it to be more like this. pretty cool. I think I forget driving, just bouncing along these roads, that we are in Maui, driving on the road to Hana. Not too shabby.
It's interesting, I don't quite know how this works with the national park, but the backside of Hana is actually Haleakala National Park too. And the park pass is $25, which is pretty expensive, but the one we got for sunrise is good for 3 days, so we can use it here too. You know who's awesome? Visitor center people. Because it's like they know what you're gonna ask before you even ask it. My girl was right on the button. I said, where's the bamboo forest? And she tagged me for somebody who wanted to take a picture, I'd said. Anyways, she gave the best information. She said, down the hill to the left, which you're now doing. She said it's a mile to the bamboo forest, and on the way we'll see a beautiful waterfall. Good thing it's not raining because there's a little bit of mud. I can only imagine how much mud there would be if this was raining right now.
Amy is on a mission to make good time. Just remember, no twisted ankles. Look at this tree! Never seen anything. Is that one tree or a bunch of trees?
Welcome to the jungle. Made it to the bamboo forest, and this is amazing that this is in Hawaii.
Before we got here, I was like, I've seen bamboo before, and now I realize I've seen bamboo patches. I've never really seen a whole forest that just keeps going. One of the coolest things that we heard before, and when you get here, you know what people are talking about, is the sound of the bamboo knocking. You hear that?
Creaking. A little creepy. I think I have a new nickname for Maui.
Wowie.
How'd you know?
It's right up the Emmy nickname.
Wowie Maui.
Almost as famous as the drive to Hana is the drive back from Hana, a compulsory journey that we are now about to take.
We are on the way back from Hana. It's been a beautiful day. It's been a little bit of a long day, but super awesome to pack so many things into one day. I'm so grateful that we were able to make time to see the road to Hana.
We heard so many different things like that you need 2-3 days, but I'd say if you start first thing in the morning and you do a really good job of planning like Em did, you could probably get to see pretty much everything that you wanted without being rushed. I think the key is just being selective in what you stop and see.
We thought about doing an official tour of this because the people at our luau said it's a lot better to take a tour and be able to like enjoy the drive instead of worrying about the actual driving part. But when you got an awesome driver who doesn't mind driving, and you want to make your own stops, I think it's pretty easy to do yourself. If you go on a tour, they don't make time for like the bamboo hike. So.
And surprisingly, the roads are actually, I mean, they're windy and there's a lot of people on them, but especially before Hana, they're actually really
well paved and maintained. It's just windy. This is our trek to the Venus pool, which we just heard about. What? This way? It's like the jungle gym.
This right here is the, if you can't cross this, then you probably shouldn't do the hike. It's not a don't do this hike, stay out. It's literally a, kind of like you must be this tall. It's like you must be able to climb this in order to do the hike.
The app guy said, if you're looking for one more waterfall, this is it. And so we're like, we're doing it.
It's nighttime and this is our last chance, so.
But this is a very interesting path. It was hard to find the entry of. Thankfully someone was coming out.
So we heard people were saying that you can go cliff jumping here. So I guess you jump off of this. But right now, it looks like it's about to rain and it's getting dark. Not sure if I want to go cliff jumping. The real question is, what are we gonna eat tonight? We've only had a couple Cliff Bars today, so tummy is feeling it. And now all I can do is think of, what do I want to eat?
Not as much traffic now and we are rolling. Only problem is it's getting dark and it's only like 5:50.
We right now are driving back. It's a little different. We're driving at night and there's not as many cars out. And it's kind of nice driving windy roads when it's totally dark because you can see other people's lights. Making a lot better time on the way back. Probably going twice as fast, but still trying to go slow.
This is probably what not to do for the road to Hana, but for us it was a great day because we were able to fit in the helicopter tour plus do this.
We missed the tall waterfall and we missed Red Sand Beach. Two things that we would have liked to see, but maybe next time.
Road to Hana is a beautiful way to experience like all different elements of Maui, from waterfalls to beaches to lava tunnels and beautiful lush green. It encapsulates so many different things of Maui, and we've only been here for like 3 days, so what do we know? But I'm so glad we did it and it was beautiful. Oh, the best thing about our flight here was that we got Milanos!
How long do you think it'd take to get through this if there was no path?
Ooh. Hyde has just announced his undying love for pineapple.
I'm hungry. So we were hungry after the road to Hana and not eating anything, so we stopped and we got Jersey Mike's.
Alright, I got a joke for Hyde. Knock knock.
What? Oh, who's that?
Who says what? Okay.
Start again?
I got a joke for Hyde.
Knock knock. I don't know the joke. It sounds like I know. Okay. Who's there?
Start over. Alright, here's my joke for Hyde. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Bam!
Bam who?
Bam Bill! Get it? Bam Bill! Oh, I'm falling.
I thought that was part of the joke.
We're not drunk. We really aren't.
I'm running out of time, every day goes by so fast. And every moment counts, baby, I don't wanna miss a thing.